You guys, so
right.
along with that, I also watched SmackDown this week. You guys want to hear about that?
Oh, sure, yeah. What episode? When did you?
I decided to watch SmackDown from May 12th, 2005.
Did you regret it?
I'll talk about it here. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So,
Sure.
So first off, this show kicked off with, and I won't be denied. And I'm like, oh, that's hot.
Which version was it? Because there's like 6 of them. Is it the OG version?
It might be. I think so.
Okay.
So the big angle on SmackDown at this time was Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, who were tag team partners, and then they exploded when they lost to Eminem, and then Eddie fucking ripped Rey's mask off, made him bleed, and then
this isn't the Dominic angle, is it?
I don't think so. No, this is the angle where Eddie's talking to the mask and shit, and
maybe it is. I think it does.
Does
lead
it
into that.
go that far?
I think so.
Maybe shit. Oh, it might actually, because he did say he's like, I'm gonna take your family or some shit. I don't remember what he said, so it might. But
I mean, I'll see. Because I know it was a SummerSlam match. I don't know if it was SummerSlam 05.
It was Judgment Day around the time that I was watching this.
Okay.
So they for Judgment Day they wanted to make
it was SummerSlam 05. So
okay, then damn.
This was
May.
SummerSlam 05 was August 21st.
So May, June. Damn, they were in there for a while. Okay. Cool. That was fucking sweet. That SummerSlam match was something else.
That match, yeah. Where the fuck is Vicky?
You ruined this 5-month angle. So that's they're just now starting this with Eddie and Rey midway through May in 2005. And Eddie he's doing this. I like this. So I really like this angle, but some of it felt a little hokey. Like, Eddie talking to the mask was like a little much.
See, and maybe this was just nostalgia glasses, but like I feel like I love that promo.
No, the promo was good. It's during the matches when Eddie grabs it and starts talking to it. The heel promo he cut when he first did it. This was on this show, the very first heel promo he did.
That promo is fucking amazing. You guys should absolutely seek that out.
Yes, that is really good. And he kills it, and they open the show with it, and that rules. But like later on in the evening, he has the match, and he's still talking to the mask in the match. I'm like, I don't know. The rest of it was dope. That was a little iffy. Anyways, this is SmackDown Fist set, obviously, which is also great WWE thing ever. Like, hey, this big fucking fist here, baby. Love this set. Maybe not as much as the oval screen, but I like the fist set, mostly because shut your mouth, you jump off of it.
Yeah, I get different. Like they're both great for their own reasons. It's 2 very different time periods.
And at this point, WWE is a very different show from the 2001 one that we watched.
Well, you're right. You're like in Ruthless Aggression era right there. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's,
this is.
And then what was the other one? 01? That's still Attitude Era. I feel like.
Yeah, it is. I think 2002 is when it ended. So yeah. I mean, it's very night and day. Honestly, it's very reminiscent of how WWE is still presented right now. So they have Hide and Right come out, who is in the middle of his run right now, whose gimmick is ridiculous. So at this point he's full like huffing paint. Like this dude's like crazy, right? So he pulls a kid out of the crowd and like reads him a poem and said,
yeah, I was gonna say this is poem Hide and Right.
Yeah, he's like, you are my friend. Spike Dudley is not my friend. I'm like, okay. This gimmick was in my head. This gimmick was a lot better than I saw here. I think the gimmick
I don't know how long he was around already, because I feel like he was there for a little bit. And
I feel like when it first started, I think most of my memories from Heinrich are before it got to this point. So, like seeing it here was like
because he fought like Taker, right?
I think so. Before. I mean, they definitely referenced. I don't know how removed this was. I'm guessing not too removed from the Michael Cole thing because they referenced it on commentary that Taz was like,
which is
Mike, you gotta watch out for Heinrich.
That's a whole like.
that whole thing.
What in the fuck?
So, anyways,
I know we were just talking about a lot of ass fucking, but like they tried to like imply a lot of stuff with him and Cole. Yeah, like
they applied a lot of stuff in this whole episode. So, Heinrich's finish is the sit-out boss man slam, which still fucking rules. That was a really good finish for him. The match wasn't too crazy, but I mean, fuck all that shit. What matters in this episode is that this is the episode where Booker and Kurt start their angle. Hell yeah, baby! The famous bestiality sex episode of SmackDown. So, the previous week of SmackDown, the previous couple of weeks actually, Booker and Kurt were working an angle. So they both wanted to be champions. Right? They wanted to be champions, and they kept interfering in each other's matches and stopping each other. And then eventually Kurt said, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I want to fuck your wife. And that's literally this angle. So the previous week, Sharmell comes out with Booker. You know, Kurt calls out Booker. He's pissed at Booker because he cost him his chance at the title. This is like coming off, I believe, the Kurt and Shawn match at WrestleMania.
Okay.
So, you know, he's pissed. And
I think you're right.
Yeah, so he's pissed off, and Sharmell trips running away from Kurt after he beats up Booker. This isn't this episode, this is previous week. And Sharmell trips up the ramp, and Kurt Angle drops the straps, and he starts walking towards the ramp. And she's picking at her ankle. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to fucking lock her on the ramp. Kurt walks up to her, he sees her ankle, and he goes, give me that. And he's like, I'm like, oh my God. This rules so much. Booker's pissed. She's fucking hurt. So anyways, we get to this week. And this is the infamous Josh Mathews promo with Kurt, where he talks to Kurt Angle. He's like, what was the deal with you picking fucking Sharmell's ankle and all that? He's like, this is verbatim, by the way. This is absolutely insane. So Kurt cuts a promo with Josh, and he goes, Josh, we all have our vices. It just so happens that my vice is gutter skanks. Josh is like, okay. And then Kurt looks at the camera. I mean, he just 1,000-yard stares at his camera. He goes, Booker, I want to have sex with your wife. Josh is just sitting there confused. He goes, not just any kind of sex with your wife. No, Booker, no. I want that kind of. It's like he smells it in the air or something. Like Curtis,
he becomes an animal as he says it.
Primal
bestiality sex.
It becomes primal.
It's exactly what he does. He goes, I want that kind of bestiality sex. He pauses for a second. He pauses for a second. And goes, with your wife.
Just to make sure people don't think he wants to fuck animals. He just wants to fuck her like an animal.
And Josh is still looking at him. He goes, I want that kind of perverted sex. And he stares at the camera for like 15 seconds, and then it just cuts away. It goes to commercial on the perverted sex.
This is early shades of Perk Angle for
sure. Yes, he is definitely smacked.
The fuck?
I said, oh my God, this is the greatest I've ever seen. So,
I don't remember the payoff to that angle. Do you?
Yes, Booker beats him.
And that's it?
That's
it.
It. And then Kurt's like, I'm going for the world title. So yeah, that's basically what happens. That's the payoff. We're nowhere near that. This goes for like a month.
Sure.
So anyways, he wants to have bestiality sex with Booker's wife. Sharmell obviously does not want sex with this mayonnaise stick. That's not what's happening here, right? So Eminem.
Like
so after that, Eminem was also in this barely because because they were with the Eddie Guerrero thing, you know. So they're like,
sure.
They're working this Eddie Guerrero thing with Chavo, who's there and exists. They're the tag champs at the time. Eminem are. Melina is there looking crazy.
Yeah, she was.
She
is something.
Was crazy, and she's got a choker on that just says "sex." Big Christopher Daniels fan, obviously. Yeah, this show is very crazy, actually. So they have a 6-man tag. That's what I was saying about this show. They had a 6-man tag that was just fucking so boring. It was like Hardcore Holly, Charlie Haas, fucking
Jackie Gata.
It was fucking like Paul London by himself, and it was just like I don't know what's going on. This is the most boring thing I've ever seen. So that
sounds
sucked. Good. Yeah. Well, you would like it if it was in the Budokan. So
isn't that right, Harry?
Oh,
you would get off if it was in the Budokan, the Tokyo Dome, Bob Holly, and Charlie Haas.
Giant Baba Holly.
big Baba Holly. So that match was just in the middle of the card there, just as a way to kind of get Eminem on TV and Chavo and all them, and it was just not too great. So all I want to see is Kurt Angle on them. A lot of people don't like this angle. They're like, I can't believe you made me remember this angle, but like this is pure wrestling at its core. Pro wrestling is like
sleazy.
Fuck all the fucking storytelling. The storytelling here is that Kurt Angle wants to have perverted sex with this man's wife. And that's the story you need to know. So JBL, who lost his championship at WrestleMania to John Cena, he still has the belt with John Cena's name on it. He said, "This is my belt." Of course, John Cena's got his own spinner joint, I believe, at this point.
Yeah.
So JBL comes out. He's like, "I got this book. It's called More Money Now." And he said, "This is the best written book since the Bible." And I'm like, damn, that was pretty hot. This JBL promo is actually really good.
He's a wrestling god, so that makes sense.
Dude, this promo is actually really good. So this was to build to the Cena and JBL Judgment Day match where Cena was bleeding. He was bleeding. That's what I'm saying. This Judgment Day was actually really good. It's just the weekly TV up to it. Some of it was kind of corny.
Yeah.
A lot of the undercard wasn't as interesting as the Attitude Era stuff and just kind of stuff like that. But really good promo from JBL here. He mentions the Budokan, by the way, in this promo. He talks to all. He's like, "Oh, from the Wembley." I don't know why I'm talking like JBL.
Johnny Ace doing the promo.
I can't even do a JBL. How would I? I'm talking like JBL right now.
I was gonna say you sound like JBL.
I was gonna say I am JBL. So he's like, from the Wembley to the Target Center to Budokan Hall, they'll be chanting my name, JBL, JBL. And, John Cena runs out. He's like, I don't think so. He's carrying his belt, spinning all that. They do the Austin and Tyson pull-away brawl.
Okay.
Which you can tell at this point in WWE that they're just kind of cycling through tropes at this point. It's kind of crazy to think that they've been doing this pull-away brawl thing for 20 fucking years.
That still happens.
They don't innovate it.
Ingrained in wrestling.
It's just part of it now. At least TNA would try to switch it out. They'd be like, "We're gonna brawl everywhere, where the whole arena is going crazy."
Remember that episode? They had the whole roster brawl around the whole
that ruled.
building?
It was like one of their best. It's like one of the best brawls ever. So the crowd, even 15 years ago, the crowd does not care about this pull-away brawl. I feel like the only time it was ever over was with Austin and Tyson.
God, that was 15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago they were doing brawls, and 15 years later they're still doing brawls.
I keep forgetting that's how long it was. Fuck.
So Jimmy Jacobs is on this show.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's smoking a fucking cigarette, and Gorilla Eddie Guerrero's like, "What you want to do, kid?" And he's like, "Eddie, I do this every night."
This is little shitty Jimmy though, right?
Yeah, this is super sideburns, fucking long tights.
Huss Jimmy Jacobs.
Yeah, so he's out there.
Or maybe not. This might be IWA Mid-South.
He had the purple joints, purple and black, I think.
Yeah, that might be heavyweight champ.
So Eddie Guerrero is peak fucking just ripped to the
jacked to the gills. Like
he oh my god, he looks ridiculous. I was like, this is crazy. So
it's quite obvious.
Yeah, that, dude. Oh my god, yeah, he is fucking slapped. So Eddie just beats the dog shit out of Jimmy, and
he fucks him. I remember this match,
and Jimmy was like, just fucking destroy me. You know what I mean? Just ruin me.
Sure,
like that's exactly.
Everyone respected Eddie, dude, and they knew that he would keep him safe regardless of what.
Yeah, and he did. Really. And they're like, it was safe, but it was a fucking.
He did fuck him up though. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He put the Ray mask on him and beat the piss out of him. Like that ruled. If he didn't talk to the Ray mask
a cool
and just
gimmick.
Because the way he talked to it was a little cliche, I think. But when he put the mask on him. And then beat him up like he was, pretending he was Ray, because he got a chair, and they're like, Eddie, you need to chill. He's like, I ain't chilling for shit. Because at this point, Eddie was using the Brainbuster as his finish. He would use the Frog Splash too. And because he did it to Ray on the steel steps the week before. That was when he busted him open.
Was he teaming with Tajiri, or am I thinking that? I feel like I remember him doing a Brainbuster to somebody on like the hood of his car. I don't know if I made that up though. But I remember
he faced John Cena, and I don't know if he did that.
Maybe. I'll have to look, but yeah.
So he sets the chair up in the ring. Jimmy is just out of it. He's got the mask on. I can't remember if he was bleeding or not, but he's fucked. And like Eddie grabs him, like, oh my god, he's gonna brainbuster him on the chair, and he does. He brainbusters him on the chair with the Ray mask, and he gave it to him snug to him, like, oh shit, like that.
Yeah.
That
Fuck
ruled.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, that ruled. Then after that, they literally played the entire Bad Bad Man music video from John Cena on TV.
I remember them doing this.
They used to do that a lot.
Was that the premiere of it?
Yeah, his album was coming out.
Oh, it was? Okay, yeah.
Fucking hell, this is probably his best song. Like this song.
That song goes so hard.
Puppy Knuckles. Yeah, that shit goes crazy.
And I want to introduce you.
And here's the trademark.
Yeah.
So after that, we have Matt Morgan come out, and he's doing his stuttering gimmick. Which is a shame because he had the elevator at this point, and that shit was going crazy.
The elevator ruled.
Yeah. Sadly, that's all he ever had.
Yeah, they dropped. That's another thing they just dropped. I'm pretty sure. So he was stuttering. He brought out Funaki. The gimmick had legs here. Like at least they tried. So he was stuttering, and he brought out Funaki, and it's like Funaki. Say your catchphrase, Funaki. He's like, I'm the number one announcer on SmackDown. He's still the number one announcer on SmackDown 20 years later, by the way. He's still on the pay-per-views announcing. And Matt Morgan's like, look, they're laughing at you. They're laughing at you because you sound weird. And like Matt Morgan sounds weird because he's stuttering or whatever.
Oh, I see.
So then he beats the shit out of Funaki. Fuck you. Fuck you, Naki.
I just got that.
Yeah, but this was...
That should have been as good, dude. Fuck you, Naki.
I love... F you, Naki.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That was something. So after the Matt Morgan thing...
He's just stone cold.
Yeah, Matt Morgan's really giving it here, too. He's like, hey, Funaki. Yeah, like he's not even like a real stutter at all. It's like this exaggerated, like just it was something. Now Matt Morgan's doing BMX biking and stuff. So like that's what they should have done. BMX biker Matt Morgan.
Is he a mayor?
Yeah, I think so. He also likes riding a bike.
He's a mayor and he's BMXing.
So, anyways, after that, Carlitos Cabana. As you can see, we're really getting into these tropes that WWE leans on for the next 15 fucking years.
And
I think like maybe seeing that and like knowing that for the next 15 years we get all of this shit just over and over and over again, and it doesn't get any better. I was like, I think I'm getting a little disdain for this. But anyways, Carlitos Cabana was actually good because Carlito was really good on the mic all the time. He was just goated in that regard. He was good in the ring too.
When he first came around, I was like, this dude's fucking money. I was immediately hooked on Carlito. I remember making that motherfucker in whatever game that was. Like it might have been SVR that I made like around the time he debuted, and I was like, this dude rules.
Yeah.
He won the U.S. title, and then like. They
Ric
just
Flair
never found
beat him and then caught him a bit.
Yeah, they never found a way to get him higher than that. Like the closest he came was that chamber match.
It's crazy too because he was good. The Cabana here had the Big Show. This is So the show comes out and Carlito's like, "Look, man, I think that you're dog shit right now, and like you would be way better if you were with me." And Big Show's like, "What are you talking about, man? I'm 7 foot tall." And he's like, "Well, look at this." He's like, "Who is this?" It shows Akibono because he had that match at WrestleMania.
Oh, shit.
He's like, look at your ass, dude. Like, you got embarrassed this entire show. And Big Show's like, true, and yeah, it's pretty true.
And that's true.
And so Carlito, they're talking back and forth, and Big Show's like, you want me to play second banana to you, Carlito? He's like, no, we don't even do bananas here, man. We do apples. I was like, that ruled. And then, so Carlito's like, well, you know what we got to do if you don't accept. And he brings the apple out of his pocket and he goes to take a bite of it and Big Show stops him. And then Big Show takes the apple and he takes a bite of it and he's about to spit. He's like a huge bite. He's like, yeah. They're talking on commentary like, he ate that like a plum. He's eating it like a hell. He's going to eat. And so he's eating the hell out of this apple. And he starts coughing. I'm like, oh my God, Carlito fed him a poison apple. So he fed Big Show a poison apple and he passes out and Carlito starts slapping him. He's like,
that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that ruled. And then he throws all the apples on him. I'm like,
fuck your mother,
shit. I'm like, Carlito was the man. The dude had the apples and he said cool and he had a backstabber. I'm like, this guy fucking is sweet as hell.
What an apple.
Awesome.
So we get to the main event, which is Kurt Angle and Booker T. And so like I look at the time, I'm like, oh, there's only 5 minutes left. Like, oh, something's about to happen.
Yeah,
and it reminded me of every time I say something's about to happen, it reminds me of Vampiro on the mic. He goes, something's about to happen.
Something's gonna happen. Something's about to happen.
Shit your pants there, buddy. Anyways,
hit my fucking music. Where's the fucking music?
Vampiro. Yeah, no fucking that, dude. Okay. So, anyways, main event is Kurt Angle and Booker T. Booker T is fucking elated because Kurt Angle wants to have sex with his wife. And obviously, Booker does not want that to happen.
I imagine not. No.
So, Kurt Angle, they get in this match and they're just kind of having a match or whatever. Kurt Angle hits the Olympic slam, right? I'm like, oh, here it goes. He's about to go crazy. Something crazy about to happen. Something's about to happen.
Oh, what's that?
So let me tell you, this is like the best ending ever. So Kurt Angle hits the Olympic Slam on Booker T. I'm like, damn, he's about to pin him, or he's about to give him the ankle lock or something crazy. So he drops the straps. He looks through the crowd. He's getting real hyped. You know, Kurt Angle getting crazy when he drops the straps. Right? He's at the Olympic Slam. Yeah, he was going nuts. Yeah, you know, he was going crazy. And dropped the straps. He dropped the straps. He looked behind him real quick, and then ran out of the ring with his straps dropped. And I'm like, no, he's gonna fuck Booker T's wife. So Booker T is laid out for the Olympic Slam in the ring. Kurt Angle, half naked, is running through the back. He finds Booker T's locker room. He kicks the door down. Sharmell goes, oh, hell no. Kurt Angle looks at it and goes, shut up. And she goes, oh, no. And Kurt Angle looks at the door. He hits the fucking smile of the century.
No.
And he slowly closes this door. And all you can hear Sharmell going is, no, no, no. I'm like, oh, my God. Kurt Angle dropped the straps to go fuck Booker T's wife.
Oh,
so Booker T's like, oh, fuck. He gets backstage, right? He kicks the door in. He's like, whoa, what's going on here? Sharmel's crying on the floor. And Kurt Angle was hiding. He didn't do anything to his wife. He was hiding behind the door. Bitch. And he said, you idiot. And he grabbed Booker and he threw him up against the lockers. He's throwing him up against the lockers. He's looking at Sharmell. She's like, stop, please stop. And he's just like, dude, I'm throwing against the lockers. Oh my God. And then
this seems completely unnecessary for Kurt. He was already winning.
Kurt Angle is obsessively horny. This is Kurt Angle at his primalist. And
Jesus
so
Christ.
The show goes to the end with Sharmell screaming for someone to help Booker T because Kurt Angle just beat the shit out of him. But yeah, that was the end of that. The end of this angle, they fight a little bit more. The end of this angle happens. They have a match at Judgment Day. I think Kurt gets DQ'd in that match after he uses a chair or something like that. I'm trying to remember back to everything that happens. So it ends with Booker T finally pinning Kurt Angle in like a 20-minute match on SmackDown. He is very not happy. He's melancholy. He's very not happy. He's sitting in the corner. They come back from commercial, and he's just staring into the fucking air. He's like, God damn it. I didn't get to fuck his wife. And then he starts his next feud. So like that's they go immediately from that into his next feud, which is kind of cool. He gets upset at Taz and starts attacking Taz, and like they start going into his next. I don't remember what he goes to next, but they start working that in next. So like I said, I don't think it was the complete package like the 2001 episode was, but it was still a lot of fun to watch, and like
that's cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It wasn't a stipulation in the match where if he wins, he gets to fuck her, did it?
No, that was like that was one of them.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was for her. That was literally the last stipulation.
That sounds. Yeah, that sounds. I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
I would be surprised if they didn't do that.
Yeah, the 20-minute joint was like, if I win, your wife is mine. And then then he lost, and Sharmel's like, yeah, she's the ringside going crazy, and Booker's like, come here, baby. I'm like, oh man.
That was like every early WWE game story mode.
Yeah.
Possession of this girl.
Yeah. So that was May 12th, 2005 SmackDown.